The arrows fell like rain. Lieutenant Mara Voss had seen many things in her 12 years serving the Terran Expeditionary Fleet, but she had never imagined dying on a world whose name she couldn't pronounce, shielding alien children with her own body. The planet was called Cathara IV by the survey teams, a world of crimson forests and violet skies. Its native inhabitants, the KTH, were apex predators, 7 feet of sleek muscle, retractable claws, and amber eyes that could track movement in near-total darkness. They had joined the Galactic Coalition 3 cycles ago, though their integration had been rocky. Old habits died hard, especially for a species that had spent millennia at the top of their food chain. Mara had been assigned as a cultural liaison, a glorified babysitter for the diplomatic mission. It was supposed to be easy duty, a vacation even. Then the separatists attacked. The tribal faction called themselves the Blood Roar, KTH, who rejected the coalition, who saw the alliance with soft-skinned aliens as a betrayal of their predatory nature. They had struck during the festival of the first hunt, when KTH younglings underwent their coming-of-age trials in the deep forests. Mara had been touring the ceremonial grounds with Ambassador Threen when the first screams echoed through the trees. The Blood Roar warriors emerged from the crimson undergrowth like shadows given form, their traditional weapons drawn. They weren't interested in negotiation. They wanted to send a message written in blood. The ambassador's security detail formed a perimeter, but it collapsed within minutes. The Blood Roar knew these forests, knew every path and hollow. Mara found herself separated from the main group, running through unfamiliar terrain with her sidearm nearly depleted and her comm unit shattered against a tree trunk. That's when she heard the whimpering. 3 KTH cubs huddled in a shallow ravine, their hunting leathers torn and faces streaked with fear scent. The youngest couldn't have been more than 5 cycles old, barely old enough to walk upright. Their guide had fallen to Blood Roar arrows, and now they were alone, prey animals in the bodies of predators. The eldest cub, Terran, bared his juvenile fangs at Mara's approach. His claws extended instinctively, though they were still blunt and harmless. "Stay back, alien," he hissed in broken galactic common. Mara raised her empty hands. "I'm not going to hurt you. We don't need your protection, Softskin. We are KTH. We are hunters." "Right now," Mara said softly. "You're just scared kids, and I'm not leaving you." The sound of pursuit grew closer, guttural war cries and the whisper of drawn bowstrings. The Blood Roar were closing in, and there was nowhere left to run. The ravine was a dead end, bracketed by sheer rock walls that even KTH claws couldn't scale quickly. Mara's tactical mind calculated the angles in an instant. The opening to the ravine was narrow, perhaps 4 feet wide. If she positioned herself there, she could block it. Not forever, but maybe long enough. She moved to the gap and turned to face the cubs. Terran's amber eyes were wide with confusion. "What are you doing? Get behind me. All 3 of you. Press yourselves against the back wall and don't move, no matter what happens." "But now," the cubs scrambled to obey, something in Mara's voice triggering their instinct to follow pack hierarchy. She spread her arms wide, bracing herself in the narrow opening. Her body armor would help, but it was designed for energy weapons, not primitive projectiles. The ceramic plates would stop some arrows, not all. The Blood Roar warriors appeared at the ravine's edge like vengeful ghosts. There were 8 of them, their fur marked with ceremonial scars and their eyes burning with righteous fury. They saw Mara immediately, a single human blocking their path to the traitor cubs who had been corrupted by alien ways. The lead warrior, a scarred female with gray streaking her muzzle, knocked an arrow. "Move aside, Softskin. This is KTH business. These children are under coalition protection," Mara said, her voice steady despite her hammering heart. "I can't let you harm them. Then you will die with them." The warrior raised her bow. The arrows fell like rain. The first shaft punched through Mara's left shoulder, the impact spinning her slightly. She locked her knees, refusing to fall. The second arrow caught her in the thigh. The third shattered against her chest plate. The fourth pierced her abdomen just below the armor's edge. Behind her, she heard Terran's voice, high and terrified. "She's dying. We have to run." No! Mara gasped, blood warm on her lips. Stay behind me. More arrows came. Some struck armor and ricocheted away with sharp pings. Others found the gaps, the soft places where ceramic didn't cover. Mara's vision swam, but she kept her arms spread wide, kept her body filling the gap. She could feel the cubs pressed against her back, could feel their rapid breathing and desperate claws gripping her uniform. The blood-roar warriors paused to reload. The scarred leader tilted her head, studying Mara with something approaching curiosity. Why do you not fall, human? You should be dead. Mara smiled through bloody teeth. Because they're behind me, and I don't move. Another volley, another wave of fire and iron. Mara's legs finally buckled, and she collapsed to her knees, but she kept her body wedged in the gap. Her arms felt like lead weights, but she kept them extended. Every arrow that struck her was one that didn't reach the cubs. Somewhere distant, she heard the whine of coalition dropships, reinforcements, but they were so far away, and everything was going dark at the edges. The last thing she heard before unconsciousness took her was Terran's voice, no longer afraid, but filled with something like awe. The human. She didn't move,